Are you looking to build a first aid kit for your meat rabbits and you're wondering just what do you need to include? I'm gonna get all that cleared up for you today. Hey guys, welcome back to another Slightly Rednecked video. Again, my name is Chris. If you're not familiar with this channel, I help you to produce your own meat, eggs, and vegetables from your backyard, your deck, your balcony, your garage, or heck, even a spare room in your house if that's the way you want to go about it. Today we're talking about meat rabbits and specifically first aid for meat rabbits. I've got a little bucket here, just got the things that I kind of keep on hand for my rabbits. What I'm going to do is just kind of go through this, tell you what I keep on hand, what each one of these things can be used for. All right, let's see. The first thing that I've got here is mineral oil. And really any kind of food grade oil works, but this is used for treating ear mites or skin mites or even kind of minor skin irritations. It's edible, it's food grade oil, so any kind of food grade oil is going to work for that. But you have a problem with ear mites in your rabbit's ears, you just put a couple of drops in this in there a couple times a week and it takes care of those for you. Very simple, very easy, much better in my opinion than using some kind of pesticide on your rabbits. A lot of people will talk about using pesticides to get rid of those mites. No reason to do it. This stuff works great. You could use cooking oil if you wanted to. Any kind of food grade oil is going to work. I like mineral oil personally. It's cheap, it's easy, works great. All right, the next item that I keep on hand is, let me turn this the right way so you can read it, chamomile tea. And the brand doesn't matter at all, but chamomile tea is great. Combine that with a little bit of honey, and it's great for treating nest box eye. And I've got a video on how to treat nest box eye. If you need to see that, I'll put a link, let's see, probably be up in that corner. I'll put a link for that video and you can see how to treat nest box eye using chamomile tea and honey. The next thing I keep on hand is hydrogen peroxide, and this is used just like what you would use it for any other time. It's used for initial flushing of a wound, cleaning a wound. It makes a great cleaning agent. You don't want to use this on a regular ongoing basis on yourself or on your rabbits because ongoing use of that can result in tissue damage, but it's great for initial use to clean a wound out, and then you follow it up with your antibiotic ointments and those kinds of things. Which brings me to the next thing that I keep on hand, which is a triple antibiotic ointment. And you can use Neosporin if you want. Stay away from Neosporin Plus or Neosporin with pain reliever in it, any of those kinds of things. You want just a basic triple antibiotic ointment. And this is used just like what you would think it used for, to treat wounds. Once you've cleaned them out, you put a little bit of this on that, helps them heal up. Always have a couple of these. These are eye droppers. Always have a couple of these on hand. These work great whenever, like ear mites, for example, you can just put a couple of drops in their ears with an ear dropper. Works a lot easier than trying to pour it in their ears or hold them still while you dab it in their ears with a Q-tip or something like that. Just much, much easier. So always keep a couple of these on hand. And the last thing I keep on hand, the label's gone on this, but this is just super glue. Works great. If your rabbit gets a cut or something like that, just put a drop of super glue on it, suture it back together, holds it tight, and works fantastic for that. Okay, most of these things you probably already have on hand, and these are the most common things that I keep on hand for any kind of issues I run into with rabbits. Some other things that are helpful that you can use for your rabbits. One, Kaopectate, about a half teaspoon to a quarter teaspoon 3 times a day for treating acute diarrhea in your rabbits. It can be great for that. Something else that's really helpful to have is gas drops, like Gerber infant drops for babies. You can use those for your rabbits if they're displaying signs of bloat. Usually that's going to be something in your younger rabbits. If they're displaying signs of bloat, they're not eating, they're not feeding, they're maybe looking a little bit lethargic. A couple of drops of those, and that will help to alleviate that from them, or can help in those situations. If you have rabbits that are prone to sore hocks, Preparation H, used a couple of times a week, can help relieve the pressure on that, help heal up those sore hocks. And if you've got a rabbit that's having a hard time eating or refusing to eat, you might keep a jar of baby food, pumpkin. Just pureed pumpkin baby food, and you can feed that through a syringe to them a couple of times. A lot of times that'll stimulate their appetite and get them eating again, so that's a good thing to have on hand. I don't usually keep that stuff on hand because I've got a grocery store just down the block and I can just run down and pick it up whenever I need it, but those are good things to use for those situations. And finally, of course, you might want to keep an assortment of like cotton balls, gauze, some of those kinds of things around just to clean any kind of wounds that your rabbits get. So again, most of these things are pretty simple. Most of these things are things that you probably already have. You already keep in either your pantry or your first aid kit that you keep on hand, and most of them can be used for your rabbits. Again, you want to stay away from things with pain relievers in them. You want to stay away from ointments that have like zinc and some of those kinds of things in it, but just regular old triple antibiotic ointment works great for that. So anyway, hopefully this clears some things up for you, put your mind at ease, and leave me a comment below. Let me know if I forgot anything. Is there something else that you keep on hand for your rabbits that you use to treat your rabbits? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. As always, God bless.